President Trump, former President Obama, the private military corporations, the private prison contractors like GEO and CCA, and the politicians and corporations that profit from the suffering of these refugees. Are we going to let the U.S. government and corporations destroy our communities? No! Are we going to let them continue to criminalize the poor and refugees? No! Are we ready to organize and fight for freedom for all migrants and refugees? Yes! This is why we need to stand with the Central American refugees in our communities. This is why we need to stand up against U.S. intervention wherever it shows its ugly face. We are in the belly of the beast. We may feel thousands of miles away, but we have an important role to play to hold this fascist government accountable, to organize our communities, and to fight back. Am I right? Yes! Together we can defeat this U.S. empire. Together we can win a new world. Together if we unite and struggle, we can truly liberate our people and fight for freedom against these chains of U.S. empire. The people united
will never be divided.
El pueblo unido
jamás será vencido.
Thank you.
See, that's why she was first. She breaks it down, right? She brings the fire. Next, I want to bring up Michael. Mike is from the International Action Center. Ahora va a hablar Michael del, I'm sorry, not International Action Center, the International Socialist Organization, sorry, de la Organización Socialista Internacional.
Everybody came out here today.
Yes, we have a lot of beautiful older children with their phones.
This is my phone.
It's not right.
But yeah, I'll keep it short. So, just in terms of the situation, I always try to attract people, who've gone out to these protests for the first time. It wasn't that long ago. I came out to this type of protest for the first time. I always think it's important to talk about some of those things. To me, of course, we got to stand with people in terms of humanitarianism and, stand on the right moral side of these issues. But we got to really understand, what is the social, economic process that, most people want to leave their home in the first place. So, folks have already touched on that a little bit up here, but I think it was really delved into. And, something I really want to get about. We need to really talk about, this idea of, false scarcity. But that's one of the things that they use to try to demonize other folks. They always say, well, you're scared against migration because there's not enough jobs, there's not enough food, and all of that other stuff. And that's BS. Because there's like 3 or 4 people who hold like all the wealth, disproportionately. So yeah, we need to take some of that. There's enough for everybody. It's hard anyway. We work to create all the wealth. People need to really think about that stuff, and we need to really support solidarity and bonds, with people, regardless of support, some support. So we got to get past that type of stuff. Absolutely. His brother said the border crossed up. We didn't cross the border. Yeah, so that's the right way to I just want to say solidarity with everybody out here today. There's many things y'all could have been doing, but I'm glad y'all came out here to stand with us. The Union Del Barrio for doing this. Do not leave today. If you aren't organized, don't leave today without, exchanging some information with somebody or, leaving a number or slapping hands with somebody so that you can keep building and trying to build something. Shout out to everybody who's out here standing strong.
All right. Next up, John. Ready? All right, we're going to bring up John from the International Action Center. Compañero John del Centro Internacional de Acción. Thanks, Union Del Barrio, for most important thing. I know a lot of folks know we went to the border and things, and what really strikes me is that we're all, sometimes we forget as working people that we're all family. We got our own immediate families, and we can't get along with them, but we realize there's an international family of us. And we don't let our family members suffer under anyone, especially some white supremacists like Trump or whether it's Obama. It doesn't matter. We don't let our family members suffer. Right now they're suffering with tear gas, as everyone knows. Right now they're suffering with looking at the business end of a rifle and border patrol and other fascist, terrorist types of things against children. So we cannot stand by while these things go on, and we cannot let them use the justification saying these people are taking our jobs, these people are taking. You want to know who's taking? The U.S. government. That's who's taking. That's who had a coup in 2009 against Honduras, destroying their economy, destroying the economy of Mexico and Central America with their so-called free trade. They destabilize countries economically with warfare, and then they're surprised that people want to come over here and try to get some of that wealth that's been stolen from them. No, they cannot. In fact, instead of closing the borders, they should be giving reparations to all the people the crimes of killing all the freedom fighters in Central and Latin America, for the crimes of polluting the air and the water in Central and Latin America and in Haiti and in all other places. And sometimes my folks may say, well, you're a black person, so why are you concerned about immigration? Well, in the first place, there's a lot of Haitians that are immigrating over here. There's a lot of African people that are immigrating over here. But the most important answer is that that's my people. We are a family. Yeah. When we were slaves, not only did we go south, we went to Mexico, and the Mexican people took us in. Well, I'm part Seminole. The native people took African people in, and they would not return them to their white oppressors and slave masters. So we are one family. We're going to stay together. We're going to stay strong together, and we're going to win.
Thank you, John. One of the things that was mentioned, Michael mentioned it, I think it's important to repeat it. You know, if you're here today because you support the cause, if you're here today because you want to do something about it, a lot of people say, what can I do? I want to help, but what can I do? I think fundamentally you can join an organization. If you're here and you're not part of an organization, there's a bunch of organizations here today that you can join. So, algo importante que queremos recalcar es de que si usted no es parte de una organización, debería de ser parte de una organización. Hay muchos aquí, puede conocer a alguien ahora, hable con ellos y participe en una organización. We say that because if we really support change, fundamental change, it's going to take people's organization. Our enemies are very organized, and they strategize for generations ahead of time to keep us at the bottom. So it's going to take an equal or greater amount of organization for us to defeat our enemies. And you know, that's why I really respect when I see our elders who have been organizing for a long time and they're still organizing. You know, that's the example I think that we need to follow, that we organize for the rest of our lives. Cuando vemos a personas que tienen mucho tiempo organizando, ese es el ejemplo que tenemos que seguir. Porque a veces nos frustramos, nos cansamos de ir a reuniones o de ir a actividades, pero esta lucha es de por vida. Eso es importante de recalcar. Next up está Daniel Montes. Daniel Montes from Union Del Barrio. I'm going to bring up Daniel Montes from Union Del Barrio.
Hoy se cumplen 70 años que en las Naciones Unidas fueron aprobada la Declaración Universal de los Derechos Humanos. El artículo 14 de esta declaración dice lo siguiente: en caso de persecución, toda persona tiene derecho a buscar asilo y a disfrutar de él en cualquier país. Esta Declaración Universal también fue firmada por Estados Unidos. Y hoy la actual administración pretende hacerse a un lado de ese compromiso internacional. Pero hay algo más grave. La situación que se parece en Centroamérica es corresponsabilidad de este gobierno. Tiene una responsabilidad ética y moral ante la situación de pobreza, miseria, explotación y violencia que se sufre en América Central. Mayormente por el respaldo al actual presidente que fue llevado al poder político de Honduras mediante un golpe militar, apoyado por el gobierno de los Estados Unidos. El hermano del actual presidente de Honduras, Juan Orlando Hernández, hoy es detenido en Estados Unidos por narcotráfico. ¿Cómo es posible que su hermano no sepa a qué se dedica el otro hermano, cuando tiene toda la inteligencia del Estado para saber qué hace la oposición? Estamos entonces ante una crisis de carácter humanitaria, una crisis de carácter político, económico y social, a la cual no podemos ser indiferentes. Aquellos que perdimos la memoria es tiempo de recordarla. En algún lugar de los antepasados hay alguien que ha migrado. Si bien de Europa, si bien del este, si bien de África, si bien a través de toda América o de Asia. No se entiende la actual situación cultural del mundo y no se entiende que es un multicultural a partir de la migración de todos los pueblos. Y eso nos da la responsabilidad moral de apoyar en este momento a quienes buscan refugio, a quienes huyen de una situación de persecución, de miseria y de explotación en sus países. Cuando vienen niños, mujeres, ancianos, sin comer, mojándose y a la aventura. No podemos ser indiferentes. Por eso la importancia de esta pequeña movilización el día de hoy. Por eso la importancia que en este 70 aniversario exijamos que tenga vigencia esa Carta Fundamental de Derechos Humanos, que se otorgue asilo político a quienes hoy lo buscan, que se respeten sus derechos humanos, que no se les persiga y que no se les condene, porque son trabajadores. Y tenemos que recordar también que los trabajadores somos quienes creamos la riqueza del mundo. No son las transnacionales, no son los empresarios, somos los trabajadores, porque puedes tener $1 millón ahí y ahí se va a quedar. No es sino cuando intervienen las manos de los hombres y mujeres que se transforma en productos, en mercancías, se crea la riqueza del mundo. Entonces, retomemos el compromiso el día de hoy de continuar luchando, no solo por esta caravana que viene exigiendo asilo político, sino porque se respete el derecho humano de todos los seres del mundo, de quienes vivimos en este país, en esta frontera impuesta, pero también de quienes viven en otras latitudes y tienen situaciones similares a los que hoy vive la caravana hondureña y centroamericana. Muchas gracias y adelante con esta lucha que, como decían anteriormente, es para toda la vida. Es un compromiso de luchar por la igualdad y justicia social de todos los seres humanos. Muchas gracias.
So just real quick, I wanted to make an announcement. There's some characters running around with a microphone that says Lives Matter. There's some right-wingers trying to do interviews. Just please, just don't talk to them. Just ignore them. Just don't give them anything to, they're going to try to record you, try to make you look bad. So just ignore them. Si los miran, si miran esos que están ahí, son derechistas y quieren hacer entrevistas, pero no hay que ignorarlos. So that's what I said. Up next, we're going to have Dee Dee from the American Indian Movement, who's going to speak. She opened up the event, but we're going to have her actually speak.
Okay, everybody here has said some really good points. They've all said things that really matter. The caravan, I mean, can we say it's been going on for a long time? It's just people have been trying to come here for a better life. People, I know, like 15 years ago, I remember they started naturalizing all these citizens, and oh yes, the government, because they were going to make money off of people. They were going to say, you need to get your naturalization papers, you need to go to school, you need to come here and get sworn in at this one facility. And they already had a limit of how many hundreds of thousands they were going to allow in. And boy, they processed them quicker than anything just to make sure they could hold those 16 swearing-in ceremonies a year. and took people for, they go and charge them to go to school, to learn English, to learn what they need to know to be a citizen. And next, when they get paid, they come and get sworn in. As they left the building, they had to buy a little flag and, but you want to buy this certificate cover. I mean, the government did nothing but make money off of the people who wanted to be here and be citizens, naturalized citizens. And I can guarantee you, they've got that up their sleeve again. They're not going to just let people come in. They're going to sell them something. They're going to have to pay to come into this country. So we have to make sure that this doesn't happen again, that these people are not taking advantage. Yes, I did speak to that Lives Matter person, and I thought I gave him a run for his money, but who knows how he's going to turn it around. I told him, would you want to go out in the fields and pick? He says, you know what, if I had to, I would. I said, well then have you? Of course not. These people are not going to take jobs. They're going to take the jobs that people don't want, which is what they've always done to people. Even when they started with the Rosero program years ago, they came here to take the jobs that the white people did not want. Yeah. They came to clean their houses, to clean their toilets, to clean their streets and everything else because nobody else wanted those jobs. But you know what? We have to make sure that all the people who come here get an education. Their families, their children get an education. And you know what? Beat this country at their game because we can do it. We can stand strong. There's a lot of you who are here that I'm sure are students, are teachers. Teach these kids. Teach them to be proud of who they are and don't ever, ever let this government knock them down.
All right. Who's ready to march? Who's here today for the first time? This is your first protest you've been to. All right. Hey, give them a hand. That's the first time. Es tu primera vez que viene una protesta. So where we're going to go, it's important that you know, I guess you can't really see the building from here, but it's the detention center. So that's where right now hundreds of people are being caged like animals, really, for the only reason of being here, just breathing this air. That's the only crime, quote unquote, that they've committed. So we're going to go over there, and once we're there, if we're loud enough, they can actually hear us. And if you've been to protests here before, you know what I'm talking about. You'll see people banging on the windows because they know that we're here. They can physically, they can see us, they can hear us. So nos vamos a ir al centro de detención. Si hacemos mucha bulla, la gente que está adentro nos van a escuchar y van a saber que estamos ahí. Nos vamos a ver, usualmente tocan las ventanas porque saben que nosotros estamos ahí presentes. So, vamos a marchar, solo son como 3 cuadras, no está lejos, pero vamos a estar ahí.